Alright, so we got in this relay board. These relay boards are pretty simple for the most part. Sometimes they're just pass through. There may be a device hooked here, and then this might be a power that's kind of feeding everything, and some of these connections really just pass through the board. Looks like it's a single layer, and the customer says, well, it's broke, don't work. So let's take a look here, see what we can see. Once again, no schematics, no diagrams. Got a bunch of relays, 4 green LEDs, a red LED, and some dropping resistors. Now it's not uncommon for these to have power going in through the diode, through the dropper, and powering one of the relays, one of the coils of the relay that might fire the whole thing up. So I couldn't help but notice. Let's go to the scope and you see what I see. I couldn't help notice this water damage here. The resistor does not look great, but I'll bet you it's still going to read 1K. I know you can't see it, but that's $9.99. So the resistor is good through there. The other thing I notice is this trace that goes under the resistor, and you really don't see it go any further. So here's another via. Let's check this. Let's see if we've got continuity here. So where did that via go? So we've got a via here that goes over to here. You know what, I don't want to disturb that yet. Let's look for the other side of this via. It's under this resistor, right by the LED. So here's our resistor, here's this via. This via, and I don't know why these guys do this, they like to go in and out. So let's trace this via back to here, and it goes right to one of our main connections right there. So if I go here, where did that go? And that should end up under here. Right? Where is it? There it is. So that comes here and it comes here. Now, I didn't clean this up yet because I want to do this on here. Let's clean this up. Bet you're going to find another via underneath, and that corrosion has eaten the via. So I don't even think this resistor is bad. I'm just going to gently pry it up a bit, and there's a via. That via should go all the way to this first pin. Let's see if it does that. I'm going to hold it on this pin, and I'm going to try and get up underneath here. So something has broken the connection to this via here. Let's get this resistor out of the way. Let's see if we can snake this out. Whatever that was, it's really crusty. Be really gentle with it. This does not look too happy here. So I bet you that corrosion, so somehow we got some liquid damage on here. And with the 24 volts voltage, I'm assuming this is 24 volts because it's industrial. And our droppers and our relay coils will keep the voltage to that LED in check. So let's take a quick look on the other side. Where does that via? It's right in between these two LEDs. And there's that via right there. So here's an LED, here's an LED, there's that via coming through. So this via should go all the way to this one. I'm going to snake this on this end here. And hopefully I'm making connection. Did I lose track? I thought this went to here. Am I not making connection? This one to here. Okay, for some reason we weren't getting it. It's making it there, and it should come back to here, and it's not. So I think we know our problem. Don't necessarily know exactly what that is, if it's a power, it's a ground, something's feeding. Let's go back to this side. Let's get way zoomed in on this. And I would pretty confidently say that there's our problem. Whatever this is not making a connection. So, one thing I'd have to say is, when you're doing a board layout, first off, all this in, out, up, down, backside. Yeah, I wonder if we've got any of these others that are bad. So, what I was saying was, when you're doing a board layout, why do you have to have the resistor right on top of a via like that? If liquid is going to get anywhere, it's going to surface tension between the resistor and the board. And now you're introducing a via. I just don't understand. It did not have to be there. This board's got 1.5 miles all the way around it. So, I mean, I'm pretty confident that trace is not even there anymore. I mean, we saw that it didn't even ohm out. Pretty thick solder mask. So, give me a minute. Let me find what I want here. Now, this is pretty close, so soldering this, it's not going to be really happy. Because it's going to want to move anytime I put heat to it. Let's see if we can tin this up. Pretty big. Let's tone this ring light down a bit. Maybe we can get a better view. Now, what do we remember that? And we'll trim that up. Let's check continuity. Still good there. So it should be here to here. Now we've got a continuity. And if we go back to the other side of the board, which we ID'd, which view did we ID that as? This one here. I'm touching that first pin again. Now we have continuity. And I think this is fixed. We'll get that resistor soldered back down. So, can I position this off to the side? Yeah, let's clear that hole. I'll try some wick and see what that does. This is probably lead-free solder, so it's not liking wicking off. It's right by the LED. Here's our LED, and here's our via or our through hole. And we're still blocked up, and sometimes these are fun, especially with that lead-free solder. There we go. So, whatever that was, it's got to be something with sugar in it, because sugar is always really difficult to clean off. Alright, I'm very happy with that. That's going to be just fine. We're going to fill this hole with solder. It'll go down to the other trace. You can see a little bit of a void. See how we're still getting, see how that, whatever was on there is under the LED, and it's still bubbling out. And that's where this is where our resistor is. Is it? Have I got that wrong? Here's the resistor. Oh, maybe I got that wrong. Back to beat mode. Back to our first pin. And there we go. Now that's going under this coil right here. So I bet you it's going to be this guy. So where did that go? Oh, it's chasing around. See how it went under? It's coming back this way. It's going under that way. They really like to chase these things all over the place. I'm no board layout, but I'm not thrilled with the sign of the times. Alright, I'm happy with that. This will dry off. We'll get it back to the customer. They'll let us know if it's working or not. And I'm going to 99.99% suspect that is going to fix the problem. Like, subscribe. See you next time.